Hi all, how are you going? Welcome to me, Redsky, on another round of Righteous Readings where I give real readings to you guys, my viewers. What is that doing? It's out of control. Just like my day. So I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday wherever you are. We are continuing with the signs. We are up to the sign of Libra, if you can see it, because we've got a little bit of it. There we go. Of Libra. It is for August. It is the main monthly. It is where we do a full Celtic cross, what I do, and standard placements, which I then go through and clarify to try and get another layer deep to work that out like that. Iron it out, nice and smooth back. Libra, this will change Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, as well as Mercury. Libra, you have that. Any of them planets in those placements, this is for your baby. If not, then check those placements and go to the star sign video that correlates to them. That is your reading. Okay, guys. So mote it be. Now let's see what's coming in for Libra's August 2022, shall we? Alright, Libra, so I've just pulled your main spread and now we're going to go through and I'm going to clarify each of the placements and I'll explain it all to you in fluent, simplified English for you to understand. So there'll be no confusion. Libra, this is very interesting and very, very odd, considering this is the second time that particular card's come in, first inverted and now upright. Okay, Libra, I've just pulled your main monthly spread as well as the clarifiers to go with it, and I was very, very interested. The initial deck, underlying energy for the month of August, was the Hermit. The clarifying deck, this is what I found so interesting, was the Justice card, which is, of course, your major arcana. Now, before the main draw I've just done here for you, I was just playing around with cards, and the Justice card kept flying out. Most of the time it was inverted. And I found it very strange, and I popped it back in, and for it to come in the underlying energy for your reading, I thought was rather strange. And did take my attention. Initially, the Hermit, there is a sense of going alone here, needing to follow your own knowledge, your own counsel, but also to expel from all the additional extras that we find we need in life. All the material unattainable, and just go ahead with your own light from your internal systems, and the staff will stave to give you stability throughout your treacherous terrain that you may face. That is a little bit bright. But there is very much a sense here of justice being on your side. Things going in your favour. There's a sense of the just thing happening a lot, not the right thing necessarily, but the justified thing happening here during August. Especially when you go at it alone. When you move forward following your own systems rather than everyone else's. It's a very just cause and it's a very just, righteous outcome. Now your spread equally amazed me. We had synchronicities, things that came out initially, reverse that came out again in the clarifiers, upright but not in the same placements, like past and before, things like that. So in your current energy, Libra, we had initially Three of Cups, and this was clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. Three of Cups is reversed. In your current energy, Libra, there is a sense of overabundance or a sense of over-the-top superficiality or a real sense of overindulgence. But it's okay, because with the 10 of Pentacles, I'm seeing you're quite rich, quite secure. The house is good. You may have even paid off your house, or you may be in a very, very flush job that has a salary. You know, like you're always paid a salary, regardless of what, when or if you work or whatever, that as it may. They're sitting very flush, very pretty. With that 10 of Pentacles, there really is a sense here of safety, family matters or ancestral being quite prominent within the living, or inheritance. It's really about the home, the security therefore of, and the connections within it. Solid. The next position is your crossing obstacle, issue or challenge that you're going to face and need to deal with throughout the month of August. We had the Knight of Cups, 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords. Now this is one hell of an energy. The Knight of Cups is an advancement, an invitation, a proposal, someone coming in, gifting you a proposal. And you're going to be very swift or quick with communication with this individual, thinking that's probably a good idea to move forward with it, and you may do so in haste. That would be a mistake with the 9 of Swords. This will lead to a lot of anxiety, not much sleep, a lot of worrisome, lonely nights if you take up this offering, I feel. And this is your challenge. This is something you need to face, deal with. It's something that you need to know, so therefore you can manage. Because August is going to be full of it, I believe. The cards do. Crowning this whole reading, hanging in the forefront of you, Wheel of Fortune with the Knight of Swords. Now this is incredible energy. This is having a sense that chance will come through, whether good or bad. There's always these options coming in for you. There's always a chance to roll the dice, have a flick, and you move towards these options, these chances with full gusto. With the strength and dash and bravery of a young individual, it's really just rushing in, not caring about the care or consequence. It's just loving that option and got to get there fast. The foundation root of the reading, what everything is born from and grown from, is the Emperor with the Two of Swords, clarifying. The Emperor is Aries at Major Arcana, and it is very much a sign of being authoritative, commanding the respect as well as the action of all those around you. This is the King of all kings, and he embodies all the qualities that all the kings in the minor suits do embody. He's analytical with the mind. He's earthy and secure, like the Pentacle, but he's also passionate, desired, but he keeps his emotions in check. But he has also got that fluency of imagination and feeling. He keeps it all in check. The Two of Swords coming behind that, I do feel that there is some sort of force needed here. Real brute force, I want to say, like brutal. To the point of bringing back some balance or harmony here. There needs to be some more firmness brought in here due to some sort of offsetting factors, or maybe there's a stalemate in affections at the moment and you need to be in that authoritative state of controlling your emotions so you don't get tripped up or pulled back into something that you may be trying very hard to get away from, or something you just want to distance yourself from in general. But there is a bit of a sense here of being at a bit of a stalemate and needing to get into that Aries energy of being very authoritative and commanding to really get shit happening and really make some movement here. This is one of those synchronicities that I found amusing. The past energy, which was the Page of Swords and Temperance, and you'll see why when we do the next placement, why I laughed. In the past energy, leaving you now but still prevalent, Page of Swords with Temperance, this is being very, very knowledgeable, needing knowledge. You're being very spying. And we're trying to gain information about anything or things that we want knowledge about, which people aren't revealing. So we are being very sleuthy, being very vigilant, we're being very discreet, and we're trying to gather this information. I feel like you did in the past energy, and you're using a lot of insight here. Temperance is saying that it brought you a lot of balance back. It brought a lot of fusion of different elements to your advantage. You were very patient, and you brought accommodation or frugality into harmony, and you really brought the mixing and blending and fusing together into perfect unionship. It's all about management. This is all about fusion, adjustment, or good influence and consolidation. It can also reflect successful combinations. I'm seeing here this is what it was for you when you found out this information. It really did bring balance and temperance back to what otherwise was very untemperate. Now this is why I laughed, and you'll see why. For moving forward energy, we had the Temperance in reverse, King of Cups reversed, and the Devil reversed. So that Temperance is coming through in the forward movement energy, but it's inverted now. So I'm seeing that the balance and all that frugality I was just talking about didn't make it beyond that point. In the future energy extended from that, now Temperance is reversed, which means there is a lot of discord here, a lot of conflict. There's conflict of interest here, and there's a lot of hostility around this and an inability to work with others or to see the other people's side of things, and it's really bringing in a misunderstanding around others and a lot of impatience here. You want change, but you don't know how to create it. Clarifying that was the King of Cups reversed. Now, this is an individual that's got a real artistic temperament. They can't control their emotions. They can be a bit scandalous, a bit unjustified. They bring in injustice. They're very crafty. They don't have virtue, and they're very good at double dealing. They bring in a lot of loss and a lot of sadness. The Devil reverse is saying, I am so sick of shit like this. Things that bind me, maleficent, things are bad for me, things that, are masking and pretending they're not who they say or what they are. And I'm so sick of things that are out of balance, out of sync, out of cycles, out of fusion. And you're trying to distance yourself from that moving forward in the end. Advice from Spirit, and this is another one of those synchronicities. We had initially the 10 of Wands reverse with the King of Wands reverse. Spirit's advice is something quite solid, and it's probably not what you're going to want to hear, Libra, but you're going to need to hear it. For August, Spirit is telling you there is a lot of difficulties around you, and there is a traitor or a deceiver amongst your midst. And some losses will occur from this individual, even though at the time you may not even realise that this person is to blame. With the King of Wands behind that, I'm seeing this will bring out some of the severity of your nature. You might get somewhat excessive and exaggerated in the ideas or principles in regards to this person and want to do some pretty crazy things. But I do see that you do decide to pull back and just become quite dogmatic towards this connection and quite deliberately avoiding them and really not giving much at all. The outside view of you, not what's really going on, just their view, the King of Wands, upright this time with the Fool reverse. So the outsider's view of you, Libra, is someone that is very much in control, very creative, very honest, conscientious, sympathetic, and a real gentle individual. The Fool reverse, they do think that you are a bit neglectful of your responsibilities and can be a bit childish at times though. Hopes and fears for Libra, 10 of Pentacles reversed with the Queen of Cups now. Dissipation of our housing is a big issue and fear that we have here with the 10 of Pentacles reverse. I feel like there's a real scarcity about dissipation of asset or the home, some sort of roguery, bad odds, possible loss, hazard, dissipation or gambling, taking away the home or assets that should be attained to the home. Clarifying that with the Queen of Cups, I'm seeing you are a very warm-hearted person, and very faithful, beloved, adored. You're practical, honest, and you're very loving and intelligent. But when it comes to people needing things, you get taken in and you get screwed over. Your good nature will always make you second best in that regard because you are an honest and very susceptible person in that regard to people's needs. You're very empathetic, but it can come with its shortfalls and holdbacks. I know. The outcome for August for Libra, the Hangman reversed and the 10 of Swords reversed. We want to sacrifice for the right things, want to give to the right things. But I'm seeing here there is a lack of sacrifice for that, maybe because you don't know how to, or there is an unwillingness to give it the necessary effort here to make it a triumph. There is a failure to give of oneself due to maybe preoccupation with ego, or feeling that it's a falsity, or just giving useless sacrifice, giving endlessly for nothing. With the 10 of Swords reverse, I'm seeing that there will be benefit, profit, or temporary gains in regards to this. There will be improvement, but it will be passing success, momentary advancement, nothing solid or solidified beyond a short period of time. So when there are advancements, don't get too settled in those notions or in that positions. I do feel that everything will be shifting. I feel like everything is very unstable at the moment. I'm feeling as if that there is a real need to bring back some sort of fluency that you had in the past, energy that you seem to be lacking here and now. It's like a piece of the puzzle that's missing. And I don't quite know what or who or if it's a person, place or thing, but there is definitely something missing in this reading. And I've got to be honest with you. Let's get some additionals for Libra for the month of August, please. What additional messages do we have for Libra for August? Thank you. So we had the bear initially, the fox. Wow, that tells a story. The man and the flowers. The bear is needing to be very strong during this time to surmount a lot of difficulties or issues. The fox coming in behind that tells me that there is someone sly, cunning, being very deceitful around you, or it's calling for you need to hold some things back and be a bit cunning and not divulge all information, whereabouts. Information is key, key is king. Keep that in mind. In August you'll be fine. If there is someone sly around you, I see that there is a man. Now, I feel like this man could be this sly individual, or you need to be more sly towards the man and keep some information back, keep it a bit of a secret. I don't think this man is necessarily a very bad man, because behind that is flowers, and I feel like this man will bring you flowers which will cheer you up sometime during August when you're really feeling down and out. Or there is a period here where you've gone through sickness and you are going to make massive improvement before August's end. But either way, as you come into the end of August, you'll be feeling a lot better with the flowers. It's a sign of things looking up, improvements being made. Yes. And seeing the silver lining. I just pulled two more for you. The clouds and the lily again. Trouble, storms coming, but needing to see the silver lining, the bigger picture. And the lily is saying to me that there again will be improvements after maybe ill health, or things will start to bloom and blossom and things will start to improve. There's much improvement to be had here. I feel like August is doing all the work for the benefit. Moving out of August into September's energy, I feel like your reading will be much more fluent, much more happier and much more congruent perhaps with what you're facing at the time, rather than this seems to be all the problems that you're going to be dealing with. Additionals now for Libra, please, for August 2022. Additional message for Libra, please, for August. For August, please, for Libra. Either, whatever. Trust your intuition, and I agree with this. It's time to stop seeking advice from others and go inside instead. You know what's best for you, for your mind, body, and soul. Sit in meditation, walk in the woods, ask yourself what you need, and listen. Tune into your inner guidance. When you get a gut reaction on an itch, you have the answers, and it's safe to trust yourself. Everything you need is already inside of you. And then embrace your sensitivity. Your sensitivity is the sacred gateway to your intuition. It's that special receptive radar that picks up energy and signals. In fact, your sensitivity is one of your greatest assets and the key to your survival. The more you connect with it, the more miracles and synchronicities you attract. Trust your intuition. Embrace your sensitivity. Intuition and sensitivity. These are your key fixtures for August, and I totally agree with that. Spot on. Thank you, Libra, for joining me for another round with me, Redsky, on Righteous Readings, where I give raw, righteous, real readings to you guys, my viewers, and I greatly appreciate all your time, and thank you so much. Please feel free to leave a like. As I said in the other video, there has been some issues with audio and video lives that I've been doing with YouTube's processing. If you would like to see better content from me, like better quality content, I would strongly applaud for you to subscribe to the channel, because with someone with only 100 subscribers, they're not really caring. They want to see about the 1,000 before they even listen to any issue. Or you can feel free to message YouTube yourself and ask them in regards to it. Either is fine. Thank you so much, and I'll leave it there. Libra, have a good August. Bye all.